How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? If the music is too loud, more than my voice, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If the music is too loud, more than my voice, let me know, so I can adjust the volume. Yes, sir. You are blessed too, my friend. You are blessed too. How you feeling? Yeah, levels are looking good. We just smashed CP. I took the trade in the morning, and everything looking good. CP smash. So right now, I will be trying to look for where the market is going. Today so far, gold, XAU, USD did so well. Hey chat, let me know if the music is too loud. If it's too loud, if the music is too loud, put one in chat so I could adjust the volume. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? If you can hear me very clearly, let me know. Let me know. I've been trading for about, this is my fifth year. This is my fifth year of trading. Even though it took me 3.5 years of unprofitability. So I was unprofitable for about 3.5 years. I had to go back to the chart. I had to learn so much, and that's why I'm here, to share a little bit, or not everything, that I've studied so far, which brought me all the way up to this level. I would very, very much appreciate if you can share the live. It's gonna go a long way. How's everybody doing this evening? It's about 4:25 p.m. right now. Today is the 7th day of July 2025, and we're about to see what the market is gonna do, where the market is going. As you can see right now, the market has been bullish since morning though. Ever since this retracement right here, got all this liquidity sweep. See all this liquidity sweep right here, the first, second, and third. The market pulled back all the way to our protected low right here, this other block right here, remember? And the moment it just tapped into that, there was a quick shift, impulsive move. I was able, because I put my pen in order right there, I was able to catch that move all the way to the buy side liquidity. After all the sell side liquidity has been swept, now the market is pushing upwards to go take out the buy side liquidity. So now after all the buy side liquidity has been swept, the market is pushing upwards to go take all the sell side liquidity. My bad. Hey, there is nothing to get caught at. The number one thing about trading is action, execution, and you have to be more confident in what you're doing. You know, sometimes in life we all gotta take risks. We really gotta take risks in order to become millionaires in the future. If you don't take risks, the person that never choose the ability to take risks, I think you just, if you don't take risks to get what you want, so what type of risks do you want to take? The first thing about trading is you want to be able to study so much. If you like something, you want to be able to achieve and grow in whatever you want to do. You study as much as possible, make it your top priority to actually achieve success in the field of whatever. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do, you have to study. After study, then that's when everything became much more easier. If you can hear me okay, let me know. If you can hear me properly, if the music not too loud, let me know. So right now, we just recently hit TP on the trade we took earlier, and I'm trying to see where the market is gonna go, and I want to see the market structure and see what is gonna happen next, and then see where I would be definitely plotting my next entry, or if I'm gonna wait till my next entry is gonna hit. But I want to be able to see where the market is heading to and where the market is probably gonna reverse from. That's what I'm looking for right now. I was thinking of earlier this morning, I wanted to come on live, but had something to do, so I did place my trades, and then upon returning from where I went, I was happy to see that my TP has been smashed. That's awesome. It's good. It's really a good thing. You know, it's really a good thing to actually have your money work for you, and it comes with a whole lot of knowledge. Study, learn, and each and every one of us is going to be much more profitable in life if we learn and actually take the risks on what we want to achieve. If you have a goal, you want to achieve that goal, you must take risks. As we live our life every day, we taking risks. No risk, no reward. Thank you guys. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Nay, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Family and food, thanks for the follow. Damn, bro. What was he trading on? You trade gold today? Habishi. What was he trading on today? Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Today I trade gold. I took 2 setups today, as you can see on the chart. I see on the chart right here. This was my first setup. Liquidity sweep. That was really early in the morning though. Really early, before I went to bed. So I wake up this morning. I realized that I was in profit. Then before I left for some business meeting this morning, I took this one because I already had my 15-minute time frame. I saw that all the liquidity has been swept. Now on my 30-minute, see on my 30-minute time frame, I saw that this liquidity right here swept, this one swept, this one right here swept, and the market was approaching my protected low right here. So I placed my limit order, as you can see, and I target the fair value gap of my previous entry as my TP. As you can see, not too long from now, before I even started live, we just smashed TP, and that was a clean trade because this is massive distribution. There's nothing to it, because after the market, you see the market just swept this liquidity right here, swept this right here, swept this right here on a 30-minute time frame. Guess what? Distribute. I took my money out because I had my full chart on I had my full balance and everything on the chart, and I kept getting kicked out by TikTok, so that's why I took it out. So right now I'm only displaying the trades that I took. If I take a trade and it's running live, you're gonna see at the bottom of the screen. Other than that, that's it. So I'm trying to see, I'm only 2 hours right now trying to see what's going on. I want to see where the market structure is taking me to. RJ, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate you. It's gonna help me a long way. On our 2-hour time frame right here, we just got a newly created order block, 2-hour order block, accompanied with a fair value gap. I know for a fact that the market is gonna push all the way down there. I know that for a fact that the market is gonna push all the way down here. Chat, I know that for a fact that the market is gonna come to retest this one right here, this 2-hour order block right here. I know that, but I want to see where the market is going. I already mark a 4-hour order block right here. Even though this 4-hour order block right here, let me clean that real quick. Nice and clean. I want it to be clean. Red. Order block. It's our 4-hour order block right here, and we This 4-hour order block right here is accompanied with this huge fair value gap right here. There we go. But as you can see, that fair value gap right there has already been mitigated. It has already been mitigated, but the 4-hour order block itself by itself hasn't been touched. It's still looking clean. So I believe based on the market bias right now, what I'm seeing, I believe the market is gonna change of character, do something like so. Since the market push up from here, it's gonna change of character. If it doesn't want to go all the way up there immediately, it's gonna push back somewhere right here, retest this before gradually move up there. That's what I'm thinking. We don't control the market. The market always do whatever he wants. We have no control over the market. It's just the market is just probability. We see the probability, and then we go ahead and mark the setups, and then we go ahead and follow the setup alongside the rules. If we happen to be in profit, we thank God for it. If we in drawdown, based on proper risk to reward management, then we're still good though. TikTok is telling me that my music volume is too loud. I think so. Let me turn it down a little bit. I believe you guys can hear me right now. If you can hear me okay, please put one in the chat, please. So I don't want the music to be too loud. It should be able to stay in the background. This 15-minute order block right here has been mitigated. I'm looking at this order block right here. I believe, even though this order block has been mitigated, the more reason why I put my TP at the beginning of this fair value gap right here was because I know the market is going to push all the way to test this fair value gap, and if it reaches this order block right here, we're gonna receive a bounce. But I don't want to put my TP all the way up here because I don't know for sure. We don't control the market, but I know there's something that is calling the market to push all the way up here, this fair value gap, even though it has been mitigated. But the market might still want to come over there and retest this zone, possibly sweep this zone right here and push all the way up. We never know. So long as we mark our analysis and so long as we know our analysis and we mark the chart, we just go alongside it, and then we hope for the best with proper risk management. You know, we got to protect the capital. As you can see, if you look at my 2-hour order block right there, look at what it's doing right here. Look, you see what it's doing? There's a lot of noise over here, but if you look on the 2-hour, that's the order block. That's the order block right there. And then we got a nice fair value gap accompanied with the order block. For sure, I know at some point the market is gonna pull back to this right here. Now, our overall trend we're bullish. That's why I'm not looking for no short again. The only reason I took this short was because I saw that the market was gonna push all the way down here and take this protected low order block right here. That's the only reason why I took that short. Otherwise, I would have just stayed and took this long right here. But overall, we're bullish. Overall, so I'm not looking to take any sell. I'm not looking to take any short whatsoever. All I want to do is takes for long. All I'm doing is taking longs. I'm not taking no shorts. So if the market pull back to that 2-hour order block, I shall be looking to take another position. Hopefully, right now is about 4:49, 5 at 5 p.m. the gold market is gonna shut down for about 1 hour. Then 6 o'clock the market is gonna open back. From there, that's when I'm gonna be able to see where the market is gonna decide to go. If we're gonna be bullish for the whole next 24 hours, because by 6 o'clock the new daily candle should be opening by 6 o'clock, by 6 p.m. So I'm just looking at the chart. I'm not looking to take any trades right now. I'm just looking at the chart, just trying to see, you know, come up with a bias where I think the market might want to go. Not like where I know, where I think. Generally, we're bullish. As you can see, our trend line is telling us that 4-hour time frame, we're bullish. So for something, for what I'm saying, I know for a fact that we're gonna create a new high from this zone. See, I know gold is gonna come retest this zone. Why? I'll tell you. Let me mark that first. I know gold is gonna come over here and retest this zone, possibly push all the way up and create a new high. The broker I'm using, I believe it's on my bio. I think so. No, it's not there. I didn't put it over there. I'm using XNext. That's the broker I'm using. I don't think TikTok allows creators to be sharing links every now and then, but I'm gonna find a way to attach the link of the broker to my TikTok. That way, if anyone wanna feel free to go sign up with them and start learning how to trade, they could do so. At some point, you could come back at a later time and check my profile. I might have that link over there. As of right now, what the link I'm having over there is just my YouTube. I just created my YouTube channel, which I will be posting. I will be posting all my trades, all my live trades, because all my live trades right here that I'm doing on TikTok is being recorded. I shall be posting them on YouTube. It doesn't matter, winning trade, losing trades, I will be posting everything. So what I was talking about, as you can see, huge for our order block right here, and we have this fair value gap. The only thing that has been mitigated is this fair value gap. The order block hasn't been touched. I believe I'm looking forward for the market to push all the way to this order block and bounce from there. If the market happen in the future to break this order block, we coming for this zone. No questions asked. This zone right here, there's no questions asked, guys. If the market break this zone, we come into this zone. That right there, there's no questions asked. As you can see, it's accompanied by an FVG. If you're wondering, if each and every one of you over here, if you're wondering how I take my trades, I have some I came up with a drawing that I would use to simplify how I'm always taking my trades. That being said, let me try to bring the drawing up here. Let me take all that out and let me see if I could bring the drawing. Right now we're only looking for buys. We're only looking for buys, right? So this is the only way I can explain my buy setup. If you have any questions, this is the point you can ask me, and I will try to make sure that you understand how to take a buy setup and how to take a sell setup. But since we're bullish, I'm gonna explain the bullish version on how I take my buy setups, and the same thing is vice versa for sell setup. If you can see that, let me know. Can you see this clearly? For instance, if we trading gold, this is the simplified version on how I really do take my setups. I don't necessarily go more than this. This is what I'm always looking for in the market. At any point, the reverse of this very setup, that's how I'm looking for when I'm taking my sell setups. What I must see in the market. And before I even take my setup, I'm being governed by these rules. I got rules that I'm being governed by before any setup. Where is that drawing? Right here, let me bring this right here. See these rules? These rules right here are the rules that govern me. I go by these rules before I take any setup. If I'm in the market, first of all, I'm gonna mark my higher time frame, order blocks and fair value gaps. Then I'm gonna approach my lower time frame. If I'm approaching my lower time frame, what is gonna happen? Approaching my lower time frame, the higher time frame order blocks for the support and the resistance of which I marked is gonna act basically just like what I said. The upper order block is gonna be my support, and the lower order block is gonna be my resistance. So that being said, as you can see on the rules, I first of all identify my market trend. If we're bullish or bearish, I mark my higher time frame order blocks. Second, I go into my higher time frame order blocks and I do an internal market structure in order to get an appropriate a better, these are the two things why I do my these are the two things why I do my internal market structure. I want to get a better risk to reward. That's number one. And then number two, I want to get a clean entry. For instance, if I were to take a trade on a 30-minute time frame and I got a 30-minute order block, okay, for instance, just like we had that two hours order block right there and that fair value gap right there, if I were to take a trade over there, that means I'm supposed to be having a whole lot of money to risk. I'm supposed to be having a whole lot of money to risk in order to take that trade. Might be if I want to take the trade and it's only gonna give me maybe around what? It's only gonna give me maybe around ratio 1:3 or maybe ratio 1:2. But why not refine my entry and push to the lower time frame after my higher time frame order block has been tapped into and get me a newly created order blocks from a lower time frame and a newly created fair value gap, and take my entry from there, or even go lower and take my entry from there, having a better risk to reward. I might be for a trade that I would take on let's say for a trade that I would take on a 4-hour time frame, giving me the risk to reward ratio 1:2. If I go down maybe to my 15-minute time frame or maybe to my 5-minute time frame, I might have a risk to reward ratio of like 1:10. So that's the advantage. Marking the higher time frames is much more advantageous because it acts as an external market structure support and resistance. While you push in between those and you do an internal market structure, you mark all the levels and then you get a better risk to reward. If that's understandable, let me know in the chat. Let me know if you guys understand what I'm talking about. You let me know. That being said though, look at this right here. I drew this up because today I want to just explain just a little bit of what is going on right here. After marking my higher time frame, after going into my higher time frame market structure, marking the order blocks, fair value gap, and whatsoever is going on there, maybe like the 4 hours, I push down maybe to my 15-minute. 15-minute, what I want to do, I want to see something like this. Even if I see something like this on a higher time frame, I'm not worried about that. All I want from my higher time frame is for the market to go tap in the order block that I drew, that I marked. Then I will push into my lower time frame. I want to see something like this. For instance, right, the market tap into the order block at this zone, push back up to the upside, pull back down and retest. I want to see after the market tap, I want to see a push to the upside. I want to see a pullback to retest the same zone. I want to see an impulsive move, change of character. And we all know when there is every impulsive move, the market is not just gonna keep shooting up. No, the market is gonna push back, because with that impulsive move, there is always an order block with a fair value gap that has been created, that act like a magnet, which is gonna pull the market back to that zone. It always acts like, let me take this out. It always acts like a magnet right here. This order block right here always act like a magnet, which is gonna pull the market down to this zone right here. So let me reduce the, I don't think I can reduce it, but that just be like that. So this is what I want to see. I want to see the market retest. I want to see the market retest. Thanks to the follow. I want to see the market retest, push, giving us a change of character right here. We have it. Once we have a change of character right here, the market is going to pull back all the way. Not necessarily pull back all the way to this zone right here. No, it's going to pull back all the way here. Is at this place we're going to see manipulation. Manipulation meaning the market needs liquidity. So it's going to do some type of manipulation. At that point right there, don't be in a hurry to. You're going to see so many other blocks and fair value gaps. You're going to keep seeing them at this zone right here. You see that manipulation, see that manipulation. By the time the manipulation is done, guess what? The market is going to do a huge liquidity sweep, draw down to this fair value gap, and tap into the other block. Once the market tap into the other block, where are you targeting your profit? You're targeting your profit at that impulsive move right there from the beginning. That's exactly how I take my trade. If my explanation was clear enough for you guys to understand, let me know. The same as the buy setup, I'm gonna bring up the chart for the sell setup. It's the same thing, but it's just the opposite. The same as the buy setup is the same thing with the sell setup, but it's just the opposite. It's just the opposite. The same explanation, but the opposite. The same explanation I just explained, but is the opposite of that. If we on the upside, let's say we the market is at the support, is at the resistance zone. The market tap into the other block at the resistance zone on a higher time frame. We're not just gonna get into the market like that. No, I'm not gonna get into the market like that. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna wait for a pullback down and a retest, impulsive push, change of structure, market structure shift right there, and then manipulation is gonna come in. This is accumulation right here. This zone right here is accumulation. Manipulation is gonna come in. After the manipulation phase, guess what? Liquidity is gonna sweep. The market is gonna take liquidity. How is it gonna take liquidity? By pushing all the way up to the other block that has been newly created. Because remember, that other block is fresh, hasn't been touched. Meaning it's calling the market, please come tap me out. I'm over here. You gotta fill this gap. The fair value gap is saying, come over here. You gotta come fill this gap. Once the market reach over there, boom, you target that next impulsive push where you had that change of character. The reason why you must see this change of character is a guarantee. After marking the other blocks from the higher time frame, and then you go down to the lower time frame, this change of character is a guarantee of market reversal. So having this guarantee that the market, oh yeah, the market is reversing, that's where you're comfortable to take your sell right here. How are you going to take your sell? You're at the lower time frame, maybe the 15-minute time frame. The market just tapped into a 4-hour order block. You see something like this on the 15-minute time frame, you don't have to worry about it. This is where proper money risk to reward comes in. You manage your risks. Whatever you're comfortable with to lose, that's something that you have to manage. If you, for instance, if you got $100 and you're comfortable losing $10 out of that $100, that's your risk. Your risk is the $10. So your $100 capital, you say, okay, I'm comfortable. You say, okay, I'm comfortable. I want to lose $10 out of this $100. Meaning, wherever you are going to put your stop loss is guaranteed to be exactly that $10. If the market go against that zone, is that $10 only you gotta lose. Now your TP, the market, based on the chart, you might have maybe like 1:6, 1:5, 1:7, 1:10, and so on. It might differ based on how the market is going. Now, this is what is really, really good. If you're risking $10, chat, if you're risking $10 and you're looking to take profit at a risk to reward ratio of 1:5, that means your $10, if the market approach and hit your TP, you just make $50 and you guys to keep your $10. That's how Forex works. You make $50 on top of your $10. You originally go into the market risking $10, but you make $50 on top of your $10. And that's how you grow your capital little bit by little bit with proper risk to reward management. If you have $100 and you're making on a daily basis, let's say on a daily basis, and your due diligence of proper risk to reward management, you making $50 on a daily basis when you hop in the market. In a year, you probably have a whole lot of capital in your trading account. That is, because it's like this, the money compounds. You make profit today, your money go up. The more money you got, the more potential of you to make more money ahead of time. So you see this sell setup right here. I will go into the chart right now because my first trade that I took, that was like Sunday breaking Monday. This is the exact trade that I took, and I smashed my TP, no questions asked. Take a look at this chart right now like this. You see the exact same thing. I'll go over there, I'll explain the exact same thing, and you see it. Let's go. Let me take this off. Let me refresh the market. All right, chat. Look. Let's not pay attention to all of these, but let me go over to my 15-minute time frame. Chat. Right here. This is the trade I took. This is the trade I took. That got me my full TP. Let me show you. My 30 minutes order block was right here, chat. See this? That was my 30 minutes order block. Higher time frame order block. Higher time frame order block, chat. Higher time frame order block. Right there. Look at that. See that? Can you see that higher time frame order block chart? This was my 30-minute order block right here. Let me mark that. What happened? You see this order block? There's a huge fair value gap accompanied with it. Right there. Right there. You see that? The market came in, mitigate this fair value gap right here. Let me take that fair value gap out and mitigate that. That's no longer valid. Let's take that out. Tap into my 30-minute order block, chat. What I do, I still not get into the trade. I didn't. See, trading, the number one key to trading is patience. If you don't have patience, you are not going nowhere. If I don't have no patience, I'm not going nowhere either. The market tapped into that 30-minute order block. What I did was I waited. Gold is not moving right now because the market is closed, but we're just explaining the what I did before I took my earlier trade at 6 p.m. The market is gonna reset, and then the new candle is gonna open. That way we start seeing what's gonna happen for tomorrow and or whatnot. Look, chat. Over here, chat. This is our 30 minutes order block, chat. The market first of all tap into it. Pull back. Tap into it again. And then change character. Let me go to the lower time frame, 15 minutes. If I went to my 15-minute time frame, you will see, chat, the market already tapped into my 30-minute order block. Now this is my 15-minute time frame. The market pull over there, tap into my 30-minute order block. What happened, chat? Let me show you the image again so you see what is going on, chat. Take a look at this. Take a look at that very well. Are you seeing something similar over there? If you are, put one in the chat. Are you seeing something similar? Let's go back. Look. This is what happened. The market tapping. Let me get this. The market tapping. Boom. Pull back. Retest. Change of character. Manipulation. You see? It pull back somewhere right here and then manipulate, 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 manipulate. You see, chat? You see that? But look, prior to all of this, we got all this right here waiting to be swept. Guess what happened? Let me take this out. When all this was happening, chat, when all this was happening, chat, look, when all that was happening, down there is still on our 30-minute time frame. Let me take this out so you can see. Let me take that out. Let me take that out. It's still the same thing. I'll draw it again. pull, retest, break of structure, change of character, manipulation, manipulation. You see that? But guess what? The more interesting thing that happened is we got a new what? We got a new, let me take that out, make it clean. We got a new order block right there. We got a bearish order block, a new one, fresh. See? That's that fresh order block right there. What does it accompany with? A fair value gap, FVG. You see, chat, this is the difference. If I were to take the trade, from this zone, that's why I had to go to my lower time frame and take a look. Wait, no aggressive entry. I wait for the market to bounce and let me get a confirmation. Right here, chat, we having a change of break of structure right here. Basically, we're having a break of structure right there. On a lower time frame, that's a change of character. So we having that right there. Guess what? I didn't trip. If I were to take the trade, over here, chat, if I were to take the trade over here, for instance, if I were to take the trade from this 30-minute order block right here, this huge order block right here, look at this. If I'm targeting this same zone, right here, look at that, chat. That's 1:2. But by me waiting for the market to confirm that, okay, I got you, it's about time to reverse. Look at what the market gave me. Let me delete that. The market gave me 1:7.4 ratio, 1:7.47. Look at this order block right here. You see how little that thing is? And there wasn't any huge drawdown right there. The market just came over there, tap into it, and straight to TP. No questions asked. So when the market was doing order manipulation right there at this zone right here, guess what? I placed my limit order at this order block right here, put my TP above, just like what you're seeing right now, and then I put my stop loss above right there, just like what you're seeing right now, and then I put my TP at the next liquidity grab, which is this zone right here. As you can see right here, this is the next liquidity grab. That's where my TP was, and guess what? The market straight up, boom, hit my TP. Didn't ask me no question. That was my first trade. It was really nice. I was happy though. I was happy. I was really grateful. No, I don't have Discord. I don't have I do have a Telegram, but I'm still gonna have to structure all that. I'm just new to TikTok, because for a while I've been trading privately, so it hasn't been too long that I started coming live. TikTok just granted me access to live. That's why I say let me just come out here and try to share what I know. But in the future, the nearest future, I would definitely create those. I do have a YouTube channel newly created, and I have a Telegram. All of those I'm still structuring those up. So chat, if you do if you do understand what I'm talking about right here, it's easy. Trading is not really that hard though. If you understand the concept, you understand the market structure, and when you see it, you're gonna make some money off of it. Mind you, chat, let's be frank right here. The financial market, the forex market industry is a 6.6 trillion, not million, trillion. That's a trillion. It's a $1 trillion market cap. $6.6 trillion market cap. There's nothing stopping me. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping anyone else to go grab their own money if they wanted to. That's why I come up here. I'm trying to, you know, share with you guys, my followers, those who are interested to learn and understand what I'm talking about, so that we all can grow. And we all, as I'm sharing with you guys, there are some things that I'm seeing too, and I'm also learning myself. Look at this. That was a clean and smooth trade. Guess what? Earlier this morning, chat, what happened? Yeah, I only trade gold. I trade gold during the week, and then during the weekends I trade BTC. Chat, look at this. When I saw that the market tapped into my TP, I was grateful. Guess what? I know the market is going to reverse, but where is the market going to reverse? Now I start looking. If you see the market going somewhere, you see the market is going somewhere, chat, always look to the left. Turn and look to the left of the chart. If you look to the left of the chart, let's minimize that. You see, chat, we have liquidity zone right here that has been previously swept. This right here is invalid. Let me take that out because it has already been swept. Guess what? This zone right here that I took my TP swept, and the market is still pushing. Let's take that out. The market is still pushing. Where is it going? At first I thought it was this other block right here. Look, I thought it was this other block right here, chat. This is an other block. I thought it was that, but no, it's not that other block, chat, because I had to investigate. Is it really that other block right there? No. Why? There is an order block that is called the protected low order block, meaning no matter what, the big money, the big institutions have already marked. I trade with the broker I use is XNex. I'm gonna find a way to put the link on my profile. That way, if anyone is interested, if anyone is interested to join the broker, they could go over there and tap on the link. Look, chat, it's the same thing. We have this other block right there, and then we have this little bit of a fair value gap right there, chat. Look, there's a little bit fair value gap right there. For some person, they'll be like, oh, this is legit, of which, yeah, it is legit, but is it gonna hold? These are the questions I'm asking myself. First and foremost, what are protected order blocks? What are the protected low order blocks, and what are the protected high order blocks? We'll start with the protected high order block. A protected high order block is an order block that was created Man, we got a dog out there making so much noise. We got a protected high order block. It's an order block that was created immediately after a market structure shift, or after a break of structure, or just right before a market structure shift, or right before a break of structure to the downside. The same goes for a protected low order block. Is an order block that was created just immediately after a market structure shift or a break of structure. It could be just immediately before the market structure shift, or just a little bit after the market structure shift or a break of structure. That's a protected order block. No matter what, the big money institutions, they already know. Yes, yeah, that's the broker I'm using. So the big money people, the institutions, they already marked that order block. That's where they're gonna set all their order into that order block right there. Boom, you're gonna see a massive reversal on a higher time frame. Damn, I'm sorry to hear you just blew up your funded account. I grew up my account from scratch, little bit by little bit, to the point that I'm at right now, because I wanted to like be having 100% of my profit. So I don't do funded accounts. But I'm sorry to hear you blew your funded accounts. You know what? Sometimes things happen like that for a good reason. You just gotta learn some more. The more you learn, the better you get at it. All right, chat. Look, this is our order block right here. But guess what? This order block right here, chat, is not a protected low order block. That was when I realized we got another order block right here, chat. Exactly the same thing. This order block right here, and we got that fair value gap above it. The same thing, just waiting. And guess what? They are so close. You know, the big money, the banks, they're not stupid. You see these two other blocks, they're really close. Guess what? People got their orders right here. People got their pending orders right there, waiting. So the market came over here. If you see the market came over to this zone, tap into that order block. First of all, you see this little impulsive move, like it's pushing to the upside. Those people, they're gonna be happy. Oh yeah, the market is gonna give them money. Guess what? For everyone that put the stop loss just below this zone right here, they got kicked out. They got liquidated. The market grabbed liquidity. Once that was the last liquidity the market grabbed, because the big money institutions did not mark this order block right here as a protected low order block. So they grabbed liquidity from here. By so doing, this order block became obsolete. How you say it? Yeah, invalid. Liquidity got taken. Guess what, chat? Same thing I did over there, and where I took that sell is the same thing I did over here. I spot this order block. I wasn't even worried about anything. I placed my limit order, put my stop loss below it, and guess what? My TP at the next liquidity zone. This is my next liquidity zone right here, chat. So I don't want to be greedy trying to cash all these stuff right here. No, I came to my previous fair value gap where the market tapped in over there, and I put my TP. I aligned that thing straight right there, and the market, guess what? The market went straight to it. This was a straight move. The whole day I ain't even had to look at the chart or anything. I just came before I got into live. I said, let me check the chart where the trade is at, and boom, TP smash. Chat, look, that's ratio 1:5.8. Nice and clean trade. Distribution. What happened? Look at all this. Look at all this. The market just came from, look, we're bullish. That's our bullish trend. From our 4 hour, that's our bullish trend. Look at that. The market just tapped in the trend line right here. Push up, change character, confirm that, okay, we're bullish right here. Come back, retest, bounce off some fair value gap and other block right there and keep pushing up. Okay, guess what? It went all the way, change character right there, come back. All this right here is higher time frame manipulation. All this. If you see all this in a higher time frame, you could go to the lower time frame, you get a good setup at the lower time frame, but this is higher time frame manipulation. When I spotted that, I realized all this has been higher time frame manipulation, and they're gonna massively take all this liquidity, this one right here and this one right here. Chat. I went for it. After all, what I could afford to lose, I'm good. If it goes, the market hit my stop loss, I'm good with it. 1:5. For instance, if you were to risk $500 right there, $500, you're looking to make about $3,947. $3,947 if you risk $500 at that zone right there. That's 1:5.89. Kenneth, thanks for sharing the live. Appreciate that. That is a great question. It took me, I've been trading right now for 5 years, but rather, unfortunately, I had to study trading by myself. I didn't buy no courses. I didn't buy nothing from anybody. YouTube was my best friend. I went to YouTube and I studied almost everything that I'm explaining right here. I went to YouTube and I studied the videos, studied past mistakes from other traders, and there are some good channels that they actually get some good content from YouTube. It took me three and a half years of being unprofitable to become profitable, because for every time that I lose, I had to go back to the chart and study some more, master. I document what mistakes I did, I master why I did those mistakes, and then in little bit by little bit, every time I go back to the chart to correct myself and find out what mistake I did, I'm correcting a little bit of some future mistakes that I might have done. So it hasn't been too long ago. It's only been like about a year and a half that I've been profitable. But guess what? All that money that I lose while I was unprofitable, I made it back. Trading is a huge investment on yourself. It don't matter if you're trading and at some point you said, oh, I want to give up. I will urge you, please do not give up. In the name of God, I beg you, don't give up. Because one day you will sit and see all the achievements. You see all the achievements that you've achieved so far, and you'll be like, damn, if I gave up, would I have all these things? I will definitely I have some YouTube channels that I usually go for reference. Let me see, let me take a look and see which channel are those. I would definitely create a video and put it on my page with channels that I had to go to for reference, where I had to study some more in order to gain more knowledge, which helped me to be where I am right now. As of right now, I believe when I got off life, I'm going to do that. Chat. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? I mean, if what I'm saying doesn't make sense, all you gotta do is just put the word in the chat and let me know. I'm just an individual. I've been trading behind the scenes. I haven't been trading online. I haven't been coming live. I created my TikTok page a long time ago, but I never had access to live. It's just of recent that I was granted access to live, and I was like, okay, let me come up here and share what I know. I did see some people that wants to learn and would like to follow me and understand the same way that I look the chart. So as of right now, we were in gold. The gold market is closed right now. 6 p.m. the market is gonna reopen, and then we're gonna see where the market is going. So look, chat, my last trade I took, protected low right here. The market tapped into it and pushed all the way up to my TP at my next liquidity zone. What I'm thinking is the market gonna keep pushing up all the way to this point. Chat, I don't care about that. The only thing, as a trader, the only thing we have to care about is the money that the market already gave to us. If the market give you money, take it and keep it. Don't give it back to the market. Don't give it back to the market. If the market gives you money, take it, keep it. The more you take the money and you keep it to yourself, the more money you have in long run. So that being said, chat, I believe that's all the germs that I have right now for you guys. As the market is closed, only gold is closed right now, and I only trade gold during the week. I have other charts that I just glanced through. Just to see what the market is telling me, but I don't really be trading all this because the kind of money gold gives me, if I'm trading those, it's still gonna give me the same type of money, but it's gonna be lower. So I stick with something that's gonna give me something really high. Right now, chat, we're still looking bullish in the market. Let me take all these out. This has already been swept, which is invalid right there. I'm not supposed to worry about that. This 30-minute order block right here I'm supposed to be looking at that as well. As of this right here, I believe that's over with. This one too. That was a nice trade this morning. We just got TP right here. This one was looking really good. This other block is gonna stay, but the fair value gap, I gotta take it out. This gotta go. This one gotta stay because this 2-hour order block and this 2-hour fair value gap right there is still valid and it's still fresh. I'm gonna hold on to that in case the market is pushing back down. I want to see what the market structure is gonna tell me. The market might come all the way bounce here. Market pull back, bounce here. If the market pull back down here, I will be looking for some more buys. I don't know when the market or where the market is gonna stop. The market might come all the way and touch this. We never know. It might come and touch the trend line. We never know. But as of right now, I'm looking at the market to tap in at this other block right here. That's retest for the second time and then push to the downside. The market push to the downside. If the market tap into this 2-hour order block, then we're gonna have to go to our lower time frame and do an internal market structure analysis. Once that is done, and then if we see the things that align with the rules that we're supposed to use in placing our trades, then we're just gonna go ahead and place the trades. No question asked. These are the rules that I follow. You see all these other blocks and these fair value gaps that are marked on a daily basis when I'm on the chart? Yes, I mark them because it aligns with my rules. Every time I go into the market, I want to locate the trend. First of all, I go to my 4-hour time frame. I locate the trend. How is the trend? The market trend, is it bullish or bearish? As of right now, we're looking gold at a 4-hour time frame. We are looking bullish. So on the lower time frame, there might be short-term bearish, but that's risky though. If we're bullish, we're bullish. There's no reason, I see no reason where we're bullish and then anyone should be taking a short trade. No one should be shorting the market unless you actually know what you are doing. And a good short on a bullish trend, a good short of the market always comes very few times. And God forbid, if you're taking a short of a market at a bullish trend and the market goes against you, of which, you know, some traders, they'll be right there thinking the market is going to pull back and then they're going to probably break even or something and then get out of the trade with a minimal loss. Guess what? Those are the things that really happen, and traders really be blowing up their accounts for real. Because back when I started trading, I never knew how the market really works. I had to go back into the chart and watch all those videos. I had to learn so much. The reason why they always say the trend is your friend, there's a big advantage to that. If they tell you the market trend is your friend, please follow that concept. Because if you don't, guess what? Every time it's always gonna be a loss. There's always gonna be a loss. The market might never even come back. If you're on a bullish trend, and then maybe you got into an early entry and you in a drawdown, the market might even come back and then you break even or something and get out of the trade. But if you're on a bullish trend and then you shorting the market and then the market keep going up bullish, just know the market is never gonna come back to that zone that you get in, and that account is gonna get blown whatsoever you do. Nothing is gonna happen. The account is gonna get blown. What you say? ChatGPT strategy? ChatGPT strategy never goes away. Always hit my stop loss. Then you don't know. I don't believe you know. You look. What's your name? Adam? Hey sir, Mr. Adam, let me say something to you, sir. There's one thing, you know, too many people rely on ChatGPT too much, forgetting. Too many people rely on ChatGPT too much, forgetting the fact that you are the highest version of an AI. That means all this AI thing that we're saying, they're not up to a human brain. They're not. You might, you know, people might think they're above human brain. No, they're not. You are the one that's supposed to look at this chart and you know what is going to happen next. The same thing ChatGPT is saying to you that you believe is the same thing that you could do. ChatGPT only comes up with the same probability. If you want, I could prove that to you right now. I could take these markings that I just did and I put over there on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is gonna congratulate me about it. And if you ask ChatGPT, if you were to, you know, do markings, are you gonna do the same marking like this? And he probably say yes. What if the market is bullish, then start going bearish as soon as you place it, a trade? That's the reason. That's a good question. You know, the reason why some people lose money in the market is because of guesswork. Just look, we work with a long term. I'll come back with these rules. We work with long-term trend, higher time frame. We work with higher time frame trend. Before you even get into the market anyways, the fact that I'm showing this 4-hour trend, I don't only stick with 4-hour trend. I go to my weekly. I go to the weekly trend. If I'm supposed to trade, I'm working with, you see my trend line I just drew? You see where it's at? Let's look at that. You see my trend line? Let me refine that trend line so you can see. You see that? There is absolutely nothing that says we are bearish. If I want to see anything that tells me we are bearish in this gold setup right now, I'm telling you, I want to see my weekly. I want to see my weekly candle broke this trend line to the downside, retest somewhere right here, and keep pushing down, giving me a break, giving me right here, giving me a change of character. That's when I will know the market is bearish. As of right now, I'm not worried about all these red candles. I'm not worried about all those red candles. No, I'm not. What I'm very, very interested in is taking my buy until I get the confirmation that the market is bearish, either from this weekly time frame or from my daily time frame, You see, it's the same thing. My daily time frame push down, break this trend line, retest, come change character. That's when I would say, oh yeah, we bearish. You know, sometimes people always think that the market is bearish until all of a sudden it turns bullish. And most traders, they always take trade based. Most traders always take trade based on guess what? The same way you go to a job, my friend. The same way you go to a job and you pay attention on what you're doing, because at the end of the day you want to get paid. At the end of every 2 weeks you want to get paid. It's the same exact thing you're supposed to be doing with trading. Study the art of trading the financial market, because at the end of the day you want to get paid. You want to get some money from there. And if you know the secret, everything I just explained to you right now, it works on a higher time frame, intermediate time frame, the lower time frame. From the higher time frame, we're talking about the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour. It works on that. From the intermediate time frame, we're talking about the 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes. It works, still works on that. From the lower time frame, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and 1 minute, it does the same thing too. If you have the knowledge to spot that, then guess what? You're gonna make a whole lot of money. We are on the daily time frame. I guarantee you, let me tell you something. The only time I would take a sell on a daily time frame if the market push down, retest, come back, change of character. I will be taking a sell to come over here. You see, right here will be my TP point. I will be taking a sell to come tap into that order block right there. See, that's our daily order block. If anytime the market decide, oh, okay, we want to be bearish, that's where it's gonna come test. You got all these fair value gaps right here, friend. Look, you got all these fair value gaps right here. You got one. That's one over there. It has already been mitigated. You got this fair value gap that is accompanied with this order block, fresh, untouched. If the market decides to break this trend line, that's where we come in. That's when I'm gonna be looking for sales. But until then, I stay bullish. Is that understood? If you understand everything I just said, let me know. Chat. As of right now, gold, we're looking bullish, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing that is gonna, absolutely nothing. Oh yeah, I'm happy you understood. Absolutely nothing that is gonna change anything. Gold is bullish. If for any reason, I mean, once in a while there's a good setup for sell, like I showed you guys right there. I took that sell. That's a good setup. but it's not all the time. It's not all the time. If I'm in a position like this, I'm only looking for buys. The only time you see me, trust me, the only time you see me, I'm looking for a sell if the market is at the highest resistance zone of the higher time frame. That's when you see me trying to take any sell, because I know there's gonna be a bounce on any other block that is over there. There's gonna be a bounce. Without that, I'm not taking no sell, because I'm having a high probability that, okay, yeah, there's gonna be a bounce at some point to the pushing to the downside by causing, for instance, look, let's talk about this. Look right here. Over here was the higher high. Between this higher high right here, if we go down to our 3-hour time frame, look at that higher high right there. A nice order block was created. See that huge order block right there? Boom. Let me change the color of that. This nice order block was created. Then the market has not gone above that. See that? You see? Ever since we created this higher high right here, a huge, if I'm taking any sell, if I'm supposed to take any sell, if I'm supposed to, it comes to my mind that, okay, A&J FX, you might consider taking sells. I take a sell only when I am at a resistance zone. I cannot take no sell if I'm at a support, if I'm at a support zone, and then, okay, the market is I'm taking a sell, I'm looking to short the market at the support zone, then I'm crazy, right? I must be delulu. I must be delulu to, you know, take a short at a support zone. No. At every support zone, you must be looking to take a buy. Then at every resistance, you're looking to take a short. But you want to take a short at every resistance based on confirmation. When you have your confirmation, what is confirmation? Typically, from where I took my trade before, earlier, past yesterday and today, this is confirmation. This is how you know you're getting a reversal. Let's talk on that one. When you see the market bounce off of the order block, you're gonna get a retrace. You're gonna get a retest, then you're gonna come. Once you see this change of character right here, that's your confirmation. That's your reversal right there. Go back, look for an order block that is accompanied with a fair value gap. You go back, you look for an order block that is accompanied with what? A fair value gap. All these are internal structures. You look for an order block that is accompanied with a fair value gap. This right here, this order block right there, that is accompanied with what? A fair value gap. You don't really have to ask anything. After you have this confirmation, there's nothing you gotta worry about. You can use your limit order. You place the limit order. This is what's gonna happen. You can place your limit order somewhere right there. See that? If you don't want to target, once you place your limit order like so, all you gotta do, push the stop loss just a little bit above the previous high right there. Just let it go, just in case. You never know. You can target this zone. All this zone right here, all this right here is liquidity. All this zone, let me draw this. What color should I use? Let me use another color. All this zone right here is liquidity. All this zone, this is liquidity right here. That's liquidity right here. What do you want to target? You could just target this zone right here. You see? You leave it that way. The market come, you hitting your TP. This is a 30-minute time frame. You don't even have to wait that much. You place a trade before you even close your eye and open it. You already got your TP smashed because you follow the rules. The market got rules right here. This is where the banks step in. This is where the banks step in. You always know when the banks are doing something in the market. You see moves like this. Every time you see the market is distributing, that's when the banks is in there. The banks that are making money. It's 6 o'clock right now. The market just opened. The gold market just opened. Because I'm looking at the chart right now. I just see a move. Look. If you tag along right here, you're gonna sweep this liquidity. It's a must. All this gotta go. If you see all these small moves right here, it's retail. People like us, they call us retail traders. Retail traders like us, we over here. All these people right here, retail traders. Retail trader. You see big moves like this? It's big money. Big money. It's big money right here. Those are the banks. It's not that hard. Look, you take a trade right here. Yeah, it's only gonna take you about what? After the market tap in, this is 30-minute time frame. 1 hour, 2 hour, maybe 2.5 hours of waiting time. And you might even leave the trade, keep running, and you go do something to make that money. Hey chat, I'm gonna hop off now. I hope everything that I just explained over here is understandable. I'm gonna wait for the market to settle because the market just opened. You see that huge move right there? Look, the market just opened. It's pushing over there to tap in at this order block right here. What is gonna happen, chat? See that? We just got tapped in. We just got tapped at the order block again. And it's still pushing. Where do you think the market is going? Let me take this out. If you are taking a look at the chart right now, where do you think the market is going? There's only one thing, chat. I wanted to get out of bed. Look, if the market happens to break this order block right here, it's gonna be a breaker block. It's gonna be a breaker block, chat. Meaning, once this order block is broken, we're gonna see the market push all the way up, come back, retest, target this order block. That's what is gonna happen. Liquidity sweep. over here, all these inducement levels right here, market will take liquidity from that zone. At some point, it's gonna want to come take liquidity from here. You see? At this zone too, that's another liquidity zone. That's another liquidity zone. But in this 4-hour order block, do we have any order block that the market might be interested in? I'm looking at some fair value gaps right here. And then I'm looking at this other block right here, chat. Even if the market goes into that 4-hour order block, look closely. I'm seeing an order block that was just created somewhere right here. This is a change of character right here. I'm seeing this order block right here, chat. This little tiny order block. Is that going to be our protected high? I don't know. Is it or is it not? That right there, chat. Is this order block going to be our protected high? Mind you, the order block is in our 4-hour order block. Is that where the market is gonna go to? If in case, just in case, you know, the market is, we always look at the market, we look at probability. Is the market going to turn this 30-minute order block right here into a breaker block, come back and retest that breaker block, and then push into our 4-hour order block, then liquidate this zone and this zone? Do we have any other zone? Yeah, this zone right here. Okay, this one has been liquidated before, so that doesn't count. This one doesn't count. The only two zones that really count now, this area right here, this is liquidity. This right here, liquidity. This right here, that's another liquidity. And that right there. The market is pushing upwards. It's interested in clearing all those zones, tapping into that 4-hour order block. If you tap into that 4-hour order block, what I want to see is, I want to see a bounce from that order block. I want to see a retest. I want to see a change of character to the downside. I want to see manipulation. I want to see another set of lower time frame liquidity sweep. I want to see a newly created order block and a fair value gap on my lower time frame. All of these supposed to be signaling to the downside. All the signals supposed to be pushing to the downside. These are sell side liquidity, supposed to be pushing to our buy side liquidity, I think so. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken with those terms. That's the probability right there I'm looking at. But chat, let's say the market refuse to clear this zone right here for now. Let's take that off. Let's take that off. If the market refuses and the market decide to bounce, tap this. You see this change of character right here? Tap this. The market decided to bounce back. I want to see something like this, chat. I want to see a bounce, a pullback. I want to see a pullback. Hold on, let me clear this. I'll go to my lower time frame because I usually take my trades at the 15-minute time frame, because this is where I get really good entries. Sometimes I even go down to the 5-minute time frame. It's going to give me a better risk to reward. So guess what, chat? I want to see the market pull back, retest, change of structure, some type of manipulation. I want to see a newly created I want to see a newly created order block. I want to see a newly created fair value gap. If I see this, chat, if I see this, automatically I'm taking my trade. If I see that those align with my rules, I'm taking my trade like so to the downside. You see that right there? It's gonna give me a good risk to reward, which is somewhere like what? Ratio 1:10, 11. But if it doesn't, these are the nearest scenario, what I'm looking, probability, what the market might do. Anyhow the market comes, I'm still gonna work with it. I'm not gonna go against the market. I work with the market. If the market pushes up and break this order block, I want to see the same thing we just drew right here, but the opposite of it. Alright, chat, it's 6:15 right now. The market just opened, the gold market just opened, and I'm gonna hop off the live. I'm gonna take a rest, and probably at about maybe when the market have really settled and you know the traders come into the market, let's say maybe in about 3-4 hours time, yeah, I'll come back to the chat. I'll hop in on live, and then we would analyze the market and see how we're gonna go from there, and then we're gonna take some we're gonna be able to take some live trades. That being said, hopefully everything that I've illustrated over here and explained, hopefully it was understandable, and I also hope that my English wasn't that bad. So that being said, I will see you guys on the next live. I want to appreciate everyone that was on here supporting me, vibing with me. It was a pleasure having you guys. Until next time, peace.